morning.
Good morning.
Camino Portuguese day 9. We're off to our usual early start, 6 a.m. It's the 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. We're leaving Vigo. Vigo is an interesting city. It's probably the first city, it's the first major city since Porto. So if you're walking the Camino and you need something, you can probably get it here. Like if you need new shoes or any type of gear, pharmacy. I even saw a CBD store. So Vigo is your place. It has a lot of industry. I think we walked for a mile past shipyards. And we also went into a really charming old town part of it, and also a shopping area that kind of reminded me of Paris. It's got it all here in Vigo. Okay, we have, I think, what is going to be a short day today. About, is it 10 miles?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at that stage where 10 miles is a short day. So we're gonna try to knock this out. It's gonna be hot. There's a lot of heat, and there's a heat wave, I guess. So we could be up in the upper 80s. But today we will be hugging the coast. I think tomorrow that changes. I guess Tracy's been having issues with her Achilles tendons. The start of this walk out of Vigo is not gonna feel good for her. All right, Tracy, we're with you.
I was telling Matt that yesterday I had to run into town. It was like 7:30-ish, 6:30, 7:30-ish. Oh my God, can't even speak. And the heat was unbearable. And it once again reminded me why culturally dinner isn't until late, like 9 o'clock, because who could enjoy dinner in that heat? That's all. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, because a lot of places don't have AC, so it's not like you can go to a restaurant with AC in the heat and be okay, right?
Yeah. Downtime is definitely needed.
Nice view. We started this morning down by the dock, and the Camino took us straight up a hill into these residential neighborhoods, and it was kind of strange. Like, I didn't understand why we were not walking along the coast, but now I see, because we have just entered this very cool dirt path with an abundance of trees, and the air is so cool, and there are little creeks everywhere. This is nice, especially after walking for seems like 2 days through residential and cityscapes. Look at this place. We're stopping for a little break. It's 8 a.m. We've already knocked out more than 4 miles. So we have, in theory, less than 6 to go. We're gonna have a little snack. Let me tell you something. And now, I was gonna say they don't tell you this, but I didn't really do a lot of research. When you leave Vigo, immediately, if you want to stop for coffee and a pastry, do it quickly, because after that, there are no services. There are only houses and trails like that. We don't know how long it's going to be before coffee, but
we have bananas yogurt without a spoon, but we have a banana so we can dip.
And we have each other.
We do have each other.
Looks like some hermit's house. lot of lore about the forest in northern Spain. Druids and fairies and elves and white elk. And a female god named Mary. Mari, probably. After hours of walking, we finally found an open cafe. Despite the steep driveway, we were eager to check it out. We were pleasantly surprised by the cool ambiance, friendly staff, welcoming cat, and a stunning view from the patio. Out of nowhere, we found this little tapa place, and it's very charming. Without even tasting the food, I'm giving this one thumb up.
For real, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hopefully he shows you the view, but I'm sure he will because it's spectacular.
Yeah, I'll show you the view. And I'll, you know what else? I'm also going to show you how my wife will do a video. So cute. When walking on trails, it's pretty common to come across workers with machinery cutting back the encroaching forest. It provides a good snort of dust and pollen, so those with allergies beware. But if they don't do this work, nature will eat the trail up. It's going to be a Camino shower. We were really becoming fond of our Camino showers. Whew.
The refresh is like when we used to do the temescal and the shaman used to pour the water over your head when you were like at your limit. That's what that feels like.
Oh, that felt wonderful. It's actually been kind of cool today, except just like in the last 45 minutes, it suddenly got hot. And that water was mountain cold. It felt so refreshing. Well, sadly, we leave that path. But I guess on the bright side of it, this means we're heading home. The Camino began to descend from the heights down to the Camino de Vigo estuary. It was harsh being next to traffic screaming by you after being up in nature for so long. I think we're in Porto Verde. We have about an hour left. But man, this is like albergue alley right here. We've just passed like 6 of them. Quite a bustling city. Sometimes you just don't move the rock. That is the biggest arrow I've seen by far. Well, we have about another 45 minutes. Uphill. But this shady bench just called Tori over here, and I did not argue at all. Especially when I looked at her face. I saw how overheated she was.
I found a fountain, dunked my shirt. This hill's gonna be awesome.
It is. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of bodily fluids up in those feet, and they want to come back down to my heart. What were you just saying?
I was just saying. I smelt the smell of my childhood, and I realized it was a sweaty horse, and then I realized it was me.
Yeah. When we come into town and we get around regular people, I'm just thinking in my mind, stay away 2 feet because you want to stay away 2 feet.
Even though like our laundry's being done every night, it doesn't.
Yes, it's the in-between time.
By a washer, like a washer, not like by hand.
Yes.
Anyway.
Well, the town of Redondela did have its charms. We were relieved to be out of it and back into the country. Ahead of us lay more dust snorting and pollen.
miles, 30,000 steps. 4 hours, 40 minutes.
And a glass of wine and a glass of juice. And here we are.
Dude, this is so good. It's like a carbonated orange soda. And you want to taste this?
There it is.
I don't.
This is endorsed by Tori Camino Norman. Verdugo's just showed up, so they'll be here at any second. We stayed the night at Casa de Mina, an inn dating back to the 17th century. Casa de Mina has served several purposes over the years, including a school, a horse post for mail, and a foundry. Legend has it that one of the bells at the Santiago de Compostela Cathedral was cast here. 06, that's kind of my number, right? I'm born in June.
All right, I'm gonna go get bags.
¿Dónde están los baños? Oh, right here. Perfecto. After settling into our room and showering, we waited for the Verdugos to arrive. Who goes there? There's a restaurant a short walk away called Trasnos Bar and Taperia. It's the only dining option in the area, but fortunately, it's a good one.
Today's Camino magic was this gentleman. I heard him on a bicycle behind us saying something to, I'm assuming, was someone else behind us, and they responded back. And then as the bicycle got closer, I turned my head to see where he was coming from or whatever, to be sure I was out of his way. And he was just like whistling along, swinging a black hat. And he's like, in Spanish, is this your hat? Or did you lose a hat? I don't know what he said. But the gist was that. And it was my hat, because once again, I lost my hat, but it was found again.
When you walk the Camino, time and distance are not the same as in normal life. Time, for example, from 6 a.m. to noon goes by in 2 hours, and then from noon to like 3 or 4 goes by in like 6 hours. And distance, if you're walking, let's say 20 kilometers, sorry, you'll walk 10 kilometers in 2 hours. And then so you think, okay, the next 10 kilometers will take 2 hours. It takes like 6 hours. It is just so strange, and it's warped, and it's like you're in this different dimension. It's like the Twilight Zone.
So we were getting towards the end of our walk today. We were just coming out of Redondela in a kind of a small country lane, and suddenly we noticed the traffic was backed up. And we saw two women who obviously were trying to go up a kind of a street that could only have like one-way traffic. And they had a little trailer on the back of their car, and they realized they had to reverse back. And they were older women, and one was directing the other in how to reverse back to get the trailer to go the right way so that she could kind of turn into a street and let the other cars go by. And I felt so bad for her because she was really flustered, and I could totally see myself in the same situation. My brain kind of glitching which way to turn the wheel and which way the trailer was going to go. And then her friend or maybe sister was out of the car and yelling at her, and it was so hot. And they were both sweating, and everybody was waiting in the traffic. And then these three girls on the Camino, strong women, young, strong women, just walked up to the car as both of these women were yelling at each other. And they picked up the trailer, and they took it off the car, and they moved it to one side of the road to allow her to just reverse back and let the rest of the traffic go by. And I just thought it was so kick-ass. And I just also kind of thought about, you know, how like lots of people were sitting in cars laughing at them. And these girls just decided to do something proactive and fix the situation. I just thought that was awesome.
All right, Camino magic today. Decided to go up to a church and check it out and maybe get a stamp. And we got there and it was closed. So we sat down on a bench and the guy rocks up from Madrid, España. Really lovely guy. Juanma was his name. And he reached into his bag and he pulled out a box of pistachios and offered us some. And they were very good pistachios. We were very grateful for it. Had a nice, lovely chat. It was very beautiful.